Well, welcome to JD's Live Cigar Reviews. We have here a V-Cut and ready to smoke Ashton VSG. This came to me from a Holtz Cigar of the Month Club selection of 5 cigars. And I thought I'd give it a live review. Never had an Ashton. Let's give it a fire up and see what she's like. So, like I said, welcome to JD's Live Cigar Reviews. We've taken a sabbatical from doing cigar reviews because life's busy and whatnot, but we thought we'd take this moment to share this fine cigar with you guys. So we'll give her a toast. So, let's see here. Well now, very fine aroma. Oh my. Great retro right off the bat. No burn, no stain. That's kind of cool. It's a very nice, silky, oily wrapper. Wow, cocoa nuts. Very pleasant cigar. Very, very pleasant. I think if you go in a retail shop, you pay upwards of $20 or something like this. I didn't pay anywhere near that. And I wouldn't, because it's just against my nature to pay that much for a cigar. That's very nice, I have to say. Cocoa. Let's figure out what's the makeup of this thing. I think I have a paper on it. Just give me a second here. Yeah. The Ashton VSG Torpedo has a 96 rating. Let's see what it says here from Holtz. Dark succulent Ecuador Sumatra wrapper leaf surrounds a vintage core of Dominican long filter tobaccos blended by legendary cigar maker Carlito Fuente to deliver a robust profile of cedar, espresso bean, earth, black pepper, and leather. Well, they forgot the cocoa, if you ask me. Wow. Very nice cigar. They say here it's obviously the country of origin is Dominican Republic. Its strength is full. The size is 6.5 by 55. And the MSRP is $17.80. I got one of these 5 cigars from the Cigar of the Month Club. They don't pay me to advertise this, but it came with a Monte Cristo Robusta Larga, an Argyle White Glove Robusto, New World Toro, and Punch Diabolus. They claim a total retail value of $64.14 for those 5 cigars. You may or may not know Cigar of the Month Club is $34.95 plus shipping. No, ship's free plus tax. Very good. I want to mention a couple things while we're here live. I'd love you to go over my Facebook page entitled JD's Live Cigar Reviews, I should say, JD's Live Cigar Reviews, and give me a follow over there so I can start streaming live on Facebook. I must have 100 followers before they allow that. I'd thoroughly enjoy it if you'd go over there and give me a follow there. Also, the YouTube channel is live right now of the same name, JD's Live Cigar Reviews, doing this particular review. Well, starting into this first third, and they call this bull. Okay, what are they talking about? Because I would say, to me, it's medium and really mild on the retro. Which, you know, with all premium cigars, that's going to change, particularly as it gets down to what I call the fourth third, because I usually smoke my cigars down more than the normal person would. So we have the first third, the second third, and here on this channel we have the fourth third, if you will, and even if you won't. So anyway, I imagine this thing's going to increase in strength a whole lot over the course of the smoke down. Now I won't torture you with the whole hour and a half it's going to take in order to smoke this cigar. I'm going to try and figure out how to pause this, because I'm going out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different platforms right now. I'm going to try and pause this feed and bring it back after a bit here, because like I said, you don't want to sit there watching this old fool smoke a cigar for an hour and a half. Although I can talk through the whole thing, trust me. But I won't do that to you. This is a really fine cigar so far. I have nothing negative to say about it whatsoever. I'm pleasantly surprised at the mild retrohale. Which even the finest of cigars usually have some sting and some bite. At this stage of the cigar, the retrohale, which is my preferred way to bring you the flavor notes of a cigar. Although now that I have allergy season full in swing, it may be a limited addition to my palate. But I tasted cocoa when I fired this up. That's nowhere in the professional aficionado's description of the notes on this guitar, but it was distinct cocoa when I first fired this thing up. It was really sweet even. And as it continues, there is a hint of, I would call it cocoa, along with nuts and I would say coffee's in there. Earth and leather, let me see if I feel that. Okay, I see where they get that, particularly in the oral cavity, a little earth and leather. Well, if you retro it, it's overpowered by other more, in my view, desirable notes than earth and leather. But it's excuse me. This is definitely a wonderful smoke. There's no doubt about that. That much I'll agree on. I don't know if I give it a 96 yet, but I don't even think I ever smoked a 96 before, maybe once. A little bit of a struggle getting an adequate, satisfying amount of smoke at the end. That's partially due to the torpedo configuration and the fact that this is a 6-inch cigar. Or what did I say it was? Might be 6.5. That son of a bitch. Let's see here. Yeah, 6.5. So you're approaching Churchill lengths nearly at the start of this thing. So I imagine it's going to improve as the as the smoke continues. Now, because of my multi-platform broadcasting, I may not be able to, pause this video and rejoin you. So I may have to end this one and call it part 1. And then we'll come back and we'll let you know how this smoke has been living up to the 96 rating hype. Kind of an oddball ash. May partially be contributed to my imperfect light, but you always want to try to give a $20 cigar the benefit of the doubt that you did something wrong, right? So anyway, we're getting there. I also want to mention an affiliate I have while I'm on this channel that is, it's not age restricted per se, but it's not for kids. If you're not 21, ignore this broadcast completely and ignore what I'm going to say here. Tucker Carlson uses Alp nicotine pouches. If you're one of those people that like nicotine pouches or want to try them, I suggest you go to alppouch.com/Article 5 Live. That's my affiliate link. You can see it right there. If you can see my mouse. Don't know if you can. So I'll point to it. I can't point to it. Right there. Okay? alppouch.com. If you use that hashtag Article 5 Live there, you will get a 10% discount. If you buy over $70 worth, you will also get free shipping. So go to alppouch.com/Article 5 Live and buy more than $70 worth of their superior nicotine pouches. If you like those and want to try those, that's the place to go. So, if you're like a cigarette smoker and you want to cut down on cigarettes or get rid of them, man, oh man, let me give you a word of caution about what I've recently learned about nicotine pouches. The Alp pouch comes in 3 milligram, 6 milligram, and 9 milligram. Well, of course, when I ordered, of course, the 9 milligram because more is better, right? Nothing exceeds like excess, right? So, Yeah, they're pretty hot. So even though I'm no wallflower when it comes to all kind of manner of tobacco products, including cigars, cigarettes, everything you think of, the 9 milligram I had to take out after a little bit and wait, put back in, take out again. You know, that's a lot of 9 milligram are pretty strong. Now you can go crazy and get 20 milligram in other brands, and there's even one across the over in Eastern Europe somewhere that's like 50 milligrams. I think that would probably kill the average person. Believe me, except for maybe the most hardcore nicotine addicts amongst us, a 9 milligram is probably too much for most of those. But I don't regret buying them because now that I've had them for a while, I'm used to it. So there you have it. But I'm certainly now I asked this Ashton because the ash was so freaking ugly. It was bothering me. So I manually ashed this cigar. Normally I like to see a fine cigar, long ash develop. In this case, it was so ugly, I got rid of it. There is still that sweet cocoa taste that's not mentioned by the pros at Holtz. Wow, and it's in the leaf as well. Solid. No, I thought, I'm a sodium chloride addict as well. I put salt on everything. In other words, food is just an excuse to eat salt, if you ask me. So you would think that would transfer to my taste for cigars, and that is not the case at all. I don't particularly care for savory cigars for some reason. Maybe that'll change, but cigars that have a more sweet note are more desirable to me for some reason, which is at least how I know myself. It seems counterintuitive. I'd like to add the aroma of the cigar is almost intoxicatingly good. So I don't have a lot of nasty stuff to say about the Ashton VSG, except it's out of my price range. But wow. So far I'm liking it. Looks like we're approaching, the second, third, and after about another minute or so, I'm going to quit torturing you with this video. But I promise to be back. I wish my studio had a pause stream button, but it doesn't have that. I'm still struggling to get an adequate amount of smoke from the cigar, if there are any criticisms, that would be one. But maybe I could have stand a slightly bigger V cut. Maybe that would make things different. Yeah, I'm looking for a way to pause this broadcast, and I don't see it. So I'll probably have to man, that's good. I gotta say, if I could get some smoke out of this thing, I'd really be enjoying it. So I'm going to have to let you go and get around about your business. But come back. I'll go live here again with the rest of what I think I'd like to convey to you about this fine work of art known as the Ashton VSG Torpedo. And we'll be back with another video, part 2, in just a little while. See you guys.